Hello and welcome to another update video about Verasity. Verasity reacts again to the support area here. Okay, we had our wave 2 low at around 0.0043 USD. So support wasn't broken, and yeah, at least the bulls are trying. They are trying to push higher. Certainly one of the coins where we're tracking already a bullish setup. A lot of coins, first of all, need to show us that they are getting back into an uptrend. Verasity has already given us some initial indications, even though I don't fully trust this setup. Aave was a much better setup. Rune seems much more interesting. Verasity is a little bit questionable. It's also not going that much yet, but still 8.5% roughly. So we want to talk about, okay, what could be the next targets here for Verasity if the low is already in. So if the low is already in, then this would be a small 1-2 setup of this wave 1. Okay, so it's all about the sub waves. Obviously, if we zoom out a little bit, what we track and have been tracking on the Verasity chart is a larger 1-2 setup between January 23 and yeah, September 23 basically. So it has taken a while to play out. We defined a support area, had a first reaction to it, came down into the next target area, and now we need to see in this pivot point, at this pivot point here, is the market able, are the bulls able to turn around? And this would gain in probability, yeah. I mean, we need to have a first signal that this third wave rally, which would be the third wave of a third wave, that this is running as soon as we get, first of all, a break above the last swing high at 0.0053. That would add weight to this assumption, and then above the B wave high at 0.0058. These are sort of the two levels to watch out, and then best confirmation obviously with a break above the wave 1 high at 0.007 USD. So at the moment it's all about, okay, you know, we had 3 waves down. Can the bulls now out of this generate this rally? And this is what they need to show us. It's a reasonable assumption as long as we're holding 0.00426. That's the key level here. To watch below that level, probabilities for this setup will reduce. And we will add more weight to that assumption as we take out those swing highs. Okay, so let me take resistance out here. So what we want to talk about is, first of all, target for this wave 3, just to refresh our targets that we talked about before. I can only measure it against the last swing low. Obviously, I haven't got really a confirmed low. But yeah, talking about ideal targets, we'd be looking at the 1.618 extension at 1.23 cents. This would be ideal, but it also depends on the subdivisions. So when we talk about the sub-wave structures, a key target for this small wave 1 here in white would be between the 61.8 extension level and the 78.6 extension. I mean, we talk here about 0.00645 USD and 0.0071 USD. Normally you would say a first target is already the 38.2 extension, but it doesn't really work out with this small rally that already happened. So I'd pay attention to either 0.00645 USD or 0.00719 USD. They are just levels to watch as we go higher. Obviously here there's a bit of confluence around 0.007 USD, yeah, which is the previous wave 1 high. So essentially, we just need a bit of patience now. I mean, the setup is there, everything's prepared, just the bulls now need to turn up. And yeah, they are showing up a little bit, but it's not enough to say that a low is in play. So as I said before, it's a setup I'm a bit skeptical about. But it is one. Okay, it is one. It is one of the few 1-2 setups that we've had in the crypto market. A lot of the other altcoins, they can, of course, rally from here. They do that today anyway. They do that every few days. They can, of course, rally, but they haven't really shown us a decent setup yet. Okay, so we had one on Verasity, Aave, Rune, there are a few others. But this just still needs to prove itself as well here. So I think the parameters are clear. Just be aware that below 0.00426, so if we get a sustained break below 0.00426 USD, the likelihood that a third wave rally has begun reduces, and we will likely drop back into the yellow support area. That would not necessarily be bearish. We would just reset this wave 2 a little lower. That's at least the current assumption. That's my update about Verasity. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.